starting with your name, Anand, which means happiness, joy. Tell me, how happy are you today?
I'm okay. I'm happy. I'm generally a very happy person. So I always try to see the silver lining to everything that life throws at me. So I'm always quite blissful.
And also talking of Bandish Bandits, I did go through the trailer and it's so colorful, and you guys have gotten classical music back, and that is so beautiful, and it's also very beautifully shot. I love the way you did that. So
Thank you.
tell me, when did you shoot this, and when did this whole thing come up?
We shot this last year, Musti. We
Okay.
started end of 2018, like the absolute end of 2018, November, December, and we finished shooting by I think May. May and June. No, June is when we finished last year, uh, and had a fabulous time shooting this in Jodhpur, in Bikaner, two of the most beautiful cities in the country. Um, I'm very happy that we got to explore those cities the way we did, especially Jodhpur. We almost became locals ourselves. I can actually take people around Jodhpur like a tourist guide. So it was a crazy experience. I learned a lot because of the music also that we feature in this series, and because of the star cast, because of Shankar Hassan Loy. It was a truly learning experience all around.
Also, you were like one of the first people to be a part of OTT platform in India with Band Baja Bharat, I guess 5 years ago. And now when
Yes.
we see it's this whole platform has taken another level. And how do you see it now? Do you think people should now kind of think of more contents going over on OTT than theaters now, because since we know it's not working out anymore.
No, but theaters will start. It's not like this is how it will be. Once the pandemic is behind us, cinema will again find its place. Cinema is not going away anywhere. When cinema came around, people said theater would be over. When TV came around, people said cinema will be over. When OTT has come out, people again, because people want to say something. But that doesn't happen. India is a country that loves content. India is a country that where TV industry is still growing, the cinema industry is still growing. Where OTT platform is at a very nascent stage, as you correctly pointed out. It's only a 5-year-old industry. It has the sky is the limit. Already, we have more OTT platforms than anywhere else in the world. Some people say that the combined OTT platforms of the world don't add up to the amount of OTT platforms that are there in India. So, because Indians love content, we love watching content. So, you'll always have content being told, but it will be told at your nukkar. It will be told on your, social media feeds. It will be you'll be engaged at any amount of levels. So it's not like OTT will take away work from anyone else. OTT will learn to coexist exactly how cinema had to coexist with theater and TV had to coexist with cinema and theater.
Gee, gee. Also, I had a glance at Nasiruddin sir. How was it working with him? I mean, he's such a fine person.
He's a fantastic human being and also an institute of an actor. And he truly is, because everything that he says or does uh, really pushes you to better yourself as an artist. So I'm very fortunate that I actually know him for the last decade, and I have been able to work with him in various capacities even before doing Bandish Bandits. We are very lucky that he said yes to this project. We wrote this role thinking of him, and if he had said no, I don't know where we would have gone. So we are very blessed that he said yes. And once he came on board, what he does is that he doesn't come on board on a project just as an actor where he'll just remember his lines and come to the set. He does that very well. But beyond that, he also understands the nuances of scenes, nuances of storytelling. And Amrit and I are very collaborative in our processes. We always let the people who are very creative around us collaborate into our scenes, collaborate into our storytelling. So Nasir sir added a lot on his front, as much as Shankar Hassan Loy added when they did music for us. They weren't just composing song; they were also helping the story go forward. When an actor like Kunal Roy Kapoor acts, he brings so much of his comic timing into the scene that the writers can never just write on paper. It is Kunal Roy Kapoor bringing in. When Shiba Chadda, Rajesh Telang come onto the screen, they bring so much of gravitas to their roles. when an actor like Atul Kulkarni comes on screen, because he's a screenwriter himself, he brings in so much of his own understanding into the series. So each and every actor that has been around us has collaborated with us. I don't call them mere actors into this world.
Right. Also talking of this entire lockdown period, it's almost 5 months that we're all home now.
Right.
Has it taken over you, or are you used to it, or are you happy? How do you feel about this whole thing?
See, writers, actors, directors are used to working in isolation, are used to staying in solitude and working by themselves. So I haven't faced much of a problem. I'm lucky. I'm a little lucky that I can afford to, uh, survive this time, this crazy time. But my heart goes out to everybody who has lost their job. My heart goes out to everybody who is struggling with this pandemic directly due to the disease, or their family members, or people who have lost their livelihoods because of it. So I'm very sensitive towards that point. So I wouldn't say that I've had a great time in this lockdown, because it's not that it is something that I wish on anyone. So though I have found ways of keeping myself busy, engaged while writing, while watching content, by working on artist piece that I was not doing before. That is something that I've just done to fill time. But I'm very aware of the hardships that the world is facing, and I really hope this pandemic is behind us pretty soon.
So how does one manage to stay energetic? Now it's like 5 months I'm home. I don't think that once things open up and I have to head out for interviews, it's going to be a task for me because I've become so lazy sitting at home. How do I get rid of that? I mean, come on, you've been working, you've been giving interviews, you've been doing your thing. I want to know how.
I think if you're passionate about something you do, the energy comes.
Right.
Then if you ask somebody if they like sports, listen, okay, don't study right now. I know you're very tired studying. Go out and play. You will not be tired playing outside, right? Because you are not tired generally. You're just bored of doing that one thing. So I'm sure when you step out, when you do what you love doing, Misty, which is actually meeting people and interviewing them, you chose this profession, I'm assuming, because you are a people's person. So when you see those human beings in front of you, you will get the energy from them. The reason why I love doing face-to-face interviews, even when journalists do press, they're just doing it for print, is because I get energy from them. It's very difficult to do it when you're just hearing a voice.
I know.
Because at the end of the day, we are creative people. Our energies come from people that we interact with.
I'm also going to ask you one question off the record because I'm sure everybody must have asked you, but I am also going to do that because I'm a big fan of Go Goa Gone. Is there any updates on the sequel? Please tell me.
You have to ask Raj and DK, you have to ask Dinesh Vijayan, and as soon as they give you a correct answer, please tell me. I will shave my beard, I will color my gray hair and become bunny again.
Every time I interview Kunal and every time I've interviewed anybody from the team,
Right.
I always ask this question. I've never yet got an answer, so I'm going to
It's
just wait.
difficult to be honest. I feel you shouldn't make a sequel for the heck of it, because
Yeah.
the first film got so much love that the second film, if not well made, or made just because people are saying so, can destroy the legacy of the first film as well. So I would rather people ask this question than say कि अरे ये क्या रायता बना दिया.
Okay, last two quick questions. I'm not going to take a lot of
Yes,
your time. Okay, if there is one thing that you could change in mankind or humanity today, what would that be?
I would just take out hatred. One morning I want people to wake up and not know how to hate.
Right.
That's my answer.
Also, if you wake up one fine day and realize that you've woken up as an opposite sex, how would you react and what would you do?
I would wonder what a beard is doing on my face and make sure that I shave it off very quickly. But I'd be very comfortable in my body. I don't think I will be very discomforted, because as an artist, especially as a theater actor, you are trained to be different people. So I will become a woman then,
Hmm.
live that life.
Okay, last. If you get a chance to go in the past and cast yourself for a certain role, which one would that be?
That's a very, very interesting question. I would. cast myself in a Guru Dutt's film just to be around Guru Dutt and see how he worked. Any role, doesn't matter.
Okay. So I'd like to say thank you for answering everything that I asked you for. And what
Thank you,
would you
Drishti.
tell all your fans who are going to be watching this interview?
I really, really hope you watch Bandish Bandits from the fourth onwards. You can watch all 10 episodes in a go. You can watch them five a piece. You can watch one episode a week. You can choose your pace. But please do watch it and give it your love because you have two absolutely fresh, talented actors in Ritwik and Shreya leading the way. And they deserve all your love and all your attention.
All right, then we're definitely watching this. And thank you so much for this interview. It was fun
Thank
talking
you.
to you. Thank you.
Lovely, lovely chatting, Drishti. Thank you. Bye-bye.